Mickey Mantle, is that what you're upset about? Mickey Mantle makes $100,000 a year. How much does your father make?
I don't know.
You don't know? Well, see if your father can't pay the rent. Go ask Mickey Mantle, see what he tells you. Mickey Mantle don't care about you, so why should you care about him? Nobody cares.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 3 of Nobody Cares Live. Danny and the Bookie coming to you from Studio 64. Bookie, how the hell are you?
I'm doing good. How about you, Dan? How do you feel? I know you was a little bit under the weather last week.
Yeah, I was dying.
Oh.
Yeah, I was dying. But I no longer am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm alive.
Good.
I don't know how the hell Jordan played with the flu. That's unbelievable.
What a game.
I couldn't call CYO basketball with the flu. It was near impossible.
But you did.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how dedicated I am. I wanted to call CYO basketball games with the flu. It was so much fun. So much fun. But the good news is we're off this weekend. You have no work. You're actually supposed to be fired. I forgot to tell you this. We did a poll on Instagram yesterday because we told the world during the CYO semifinal broadcast this week that I brought you to the store.
Yes.
Told the lady you could have whatever you wanted for breakfast. You told her that you would have a bagel toasted, right? And she said, with cream cheese or butter. And you said yes. At which case, her head almost exploded. And I said, Bookie, you have to pick one. And he said, no, I want both. So you're the first person I've ever met in my life that's gotten cream cheese and butter on a bagel. You're disgusting. So we asked the question.
That's the best you can ever have it. Cream cheese and butter.
No.
On a toasted bagel.
This is actually the worst combination I've ever heard in my life. I put it to the people on Instagram. And I said, is it acceptable to get a bagel with cream cheese and butter on it at the same time? And I said, vote yes for he may be a genius, or vote no for fire that man immediately.
So what is the result?
Shockingly, 29 people voted for yes, which is, I don't know where these people live.
Are they out of their mind?
They need to stop being fans.
They have to have their
immediately.
Mind, their head examined.
Yeah, 110%, because they're closer to your brain, which is frightening.
Because I'm on one of the kind, the weird one, to have a toasted bagel with cream cheese and butter.
Ray Palma said you've eaten worse things in your life, definitely, and I completely agree with that. 62 people out there voted for no, fire that man immediately. So that comes out to 68% versus 32% feel that you should be fired immediately, and I completely agree. So you are off this weekend.
Yes.
Maybe suspended indefinitely kind of deal. I don't know what we're going to do.
What, on the waiver or DFA?
Sure. I don't think anybody's picking you up. I'm not worried about that. No company on earth wants to work with you, sir. But we are off. I have no idea what we're going to do with ourselves. The Staten Island St. Patrick's Day Parade is on Sunday.
Sunday.
Oh,
yes. Usually it's like a week earlier than.
Usually it's like a week earlier, right? So it's possible that we finagle our way into the Staten Island St. Patrick's Day Parade. My question to you is, if we had a float in the parade, what do you think it would be?
Nobody cares.
What does that mean? Like, what is a nobody cares float? Is it a garbage can rolling down the block? You just kicking it over and over again for 6 miles?
Well, maybe somebody can donate like a cooler on wheel and put me in the cooler to become one of the float for the
like
parade.
Carbone and Goodfellas, you want to be frozen in a cooler?
Yes.
You know what? I think there's a lot of people that would go along with that sentiment. We're going to bring on somebody that's definitely a professional when it comes to squeezing you into a cooler. Yeah. Let's bring on the legendary Commodore live from Studio 44 in Florida. Commodore, how the hell are you?
Commodore, how are you doing?
I'm doing tremendous, guys. How about you?
We're doing good. Bookie says he wants to be pushed down an igloo cooler on Forest Avenue for Staten Island St. Patrick's. I'm not sure it's going to go over well in West Brighton. I feel there's better ways. You had an idea, I believe, for what our float could be. Talk to us.
Well, there's several ideas that I've had. One, we got to give a shout out to Flagship. Okay.
Yeah.
Official sponsor, right? The Irish Wolfhound Ale. Is that what it's called? Something like that?
Wolfhound Nitro. Yeah.
Nitro. Yeah. Oh, well, anyhow, we should have like the death car that crashes the St. Patrick's Day parade, like from Animal House. Okay.
I like that idea as well. Are you also saying that we should possibly destroy the parade route with the death car, or it's for show? Or, that's part of it. You never know what's going to happen. Does it stick to the
Danny,
route?
I'm not saying we should do anything. Actually, I think we've got to be very careful here. We want the element of surprise.
Correct.
As to when and where on Forest Avenue Nobody Cares Sports Show.
You just need to know a few people. We don't even need to get on the beginning of the route, right?
Listen,
in the middle.
I got a plan down here as well. They do these golf cart gulps down here for St. Patty's Day, and they all get their golf carts and hang shamrocks off of it and drink Irish whiskey. And
interesting.
They
maybe we do a golf cart down Forest Avenue.
Wait a minute. Now here you go. And then they have a parade of the best decorated golf cart. It's this big extravaganza, people driving around, la 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 la. Well, we're gonna get our golf cart here. We're gonna paint it black. We're gonna have flames coming out the side, and we're just gonna crash the parade. And we figure we'll win first prize.
Again, you can't be telling people that you're gonna crash the parade before it happens. I feel you're defeating the purpose. Now, also, what you've described has nothing to do with St. Patrick's Day. So again,
well, I'm just telling you, I had this idea for other events down here in Florida, and I'll share it with you. You could do that. You just get a golf cart. Go up, talk to Doug up at Silver Lake. Is Doug still up at Silver Lake? Somebody's up at Silver Lake.
I don't know. I don't have answers for you.
Yeah, call in
links in a while. Bucky, when was the last time you golfed?
Oh, that was gosh, I can't even remember.
Hey, talk to Sheriff Bart. He knows a lot of people up there.
Okay, well, it's an idea. Now, say we don't do the parade. That doesn't leave us with many options for what we should do with our off weekends.
So, and I was Commodore. You
come to Florida. Come to Florida. How's that?
No,
there's option number one.
Too many people are going to Florida. We need another random state to go to. I need to take Bookie someplace exotic like Delaware.
Delaware?
How's that sound, Bookie? You want to go on a nice, relaxing, wild weekend down in Delaware?
What am I in Wayne's World here? You want to go to Delaware?
I'm in Delaware.
I've been to the Delaware before. I passed through the Delaware, go all the way to the south, to the Ocean City. I take the Delaware.
Yeah, you think you know South, huh? You made it as far as Ocean City. You ought to come down here. I'll show you some deep South. Here's what I could do this weekend instead of watching, being involved with you in the coverage on CYO. You know how I love that stuff. But that's all good. I can go bass fishing right out back. I can go bass fishing. I can play golf. I can go hunting. I can go swimming. I can go fishing. I can ride my bike.
All
I can play
calm
pickleball.
Down, you animal. I'm going to lower your mute for a second.
I can go sea robin fishing across the street from the Studio 64.
I hear they're good eating.
What's good
that?
Eating?
The sea robins. They used to call them begoras or something like that. It's a terrible looking fish. It's nasty, right, Cannon?
Terrible looking, but it's the,
it's like pulling an Oscar fish out of the water.
Commodore, you gotta cut the shit. Great, back to the stuff. What is finally get Commodore a GoPro for when he goes hunting? Ray Palma says we need to get you a GoPro for when you go hunting.
Wow, I like that.
I don't think he's going to hunt anything. I think you're just going to see a grown man pointing a rifle at an animal and break down in tears, and that's going to be the end of the video. Cut the feed. We're going home. No, nobody pulls any triggers.
No, not at all.
put on the GoPro.
We're up at a hunting lodge, carrying on like a bunch of men, eating, drinking, smoking, playing cards.
I'd like to see maybe the GoPro on the Bookie and just let him go into the wild.
Yeah, with a pair of horns on his head.
And by the wild, I don't even mean like the woods. I almost just mean like we could put a GoPro on the Bookie, and the wild for me would be him walking down Forest Avenue for the Staten Island St. Patrick's Day parade with a GoPro on. And we just review the footage afterwards.
Yeah,
alone. He must be alone. That way it's truly a wild excursion.
I like it.
I would sign up for it.
Mystery Man 136 tuning in on Facebook
says, tell him overload, Mac, overload.
He says give him a GoPro so that he can hunt the Bookie.
I love it. Attaboy, Mac. Mac attack.
Mystery Man 136.
All right, so we definitely have money in the budget for a GoPro. The question is, who wears it and for what purpose? Are we hunting? Are we hunting people like Most Dangerous Game?
So in other words,
can we have two GoPro? We need two. I want one. One for Cat and one for me. We'll report from the field. It'll be great.
His name is Bookie. I never want to hear you speak again, Commodore. He's on mute for another.
I got a job
until he remembers what.
I'm rehearsing my lines about the cannon report.
So, Bookie, next question here. Since we've discovered, established that you're going to. Yeah, that's right, Commodore. You've been muted. You're talking. Piss it into the wind. Johnny Ace tuned in. He says,
Johnny A, put me back on the air.
Off this weekend, you're going to Delaware because you've been fired because you got a bagel with cream cheese and butter, to which the internet is disgusted with you. We have no CYO finals this weekend, so we're completely off.
Nobody cares.
Nobody does care correctly. And so the third final thing that we need to really get into is what random sport, as I have unmuted the Commodore's microphone, what random sport shall we cover this spring where we turn that random sport into a household name?
Naked human chess.
I'm sorry, come again? It sounded like you said something crazy there.
Human chess. Like they do in hedonism.
I gotta mute his mic again and possibly remove him from the screen. The whole thing was completely ridiculous. You ask for a legitimate question. All right, and we got what random sport shall we make into a household name this spring via broadcasting? He said naked human chess.
Exposed in the front of negative 2,000 people.
What do you have? What is your sport? Palma is watching and he says fencing, bowling, and naked human chess. I feel that the internet is simply going to run with this now, and that's a real problem.
Well, we can run the horseshoes.
Yes.
A lawn bowling.
Horseshoes, lawn bowling.
Yeah, lawn bowling.
Okay.
And what was the other one?
Naked human chess? Oh, no. Okay.
Cornhole.
Cornhole.
Yes.
All right. Bookie wants us to do cornhole. Cornhole's not riveting enough for me. Horseshoes I like because somebody's life could end like that.
Right.
You throw a horseshoe errantly, day's over, possible life's over. We're talking real action.
That'd be like him throwing a grenade.
Ambulance ready for that, waiting for the
Yeah, we'll get John Iasparo and the Friends of Staten Island Football. He'll make sure that there is a ambulance at every cornhole event that we do. No, horseshoe
event.
Yeah, horseshoe. Cornhole's out, horseshoe only. All right.
Ooh, how about Bookie tossing? We could put him in one of those little bubble suits and take him to events and throw him.
I just like the idea of possibly putting him in a large tractor tire, curling him up and pushing him down the hill.
No, not too so dangerous. Too dangerous.
It's a sport as much as that's just bullying.
Too dangerous. Can't do it.
No.
Wow.
Can't help you.
The only thing is, I'll do it as long as you give my insurance coverage.
I'm trying to defend the guy over here. You're trying to put him in a truck tire and roll him down Victory Boulevard.
Anything, yes. The man will absolutely do
anything. As long as insurance coverage.
The show must go on.
Yeah, we always have to thank our sponsors that allow us for this show to go on, Commodore. Our friends like Windows, man. We are, free
Windows,
parking.
we are.
Bookie Space.
Well, I tell you, Danny, pickleball's always got a shot. It could become a household name around nobody cares if I get my ass down in the pickleball.
Well, picklball, court. You need a court. But horseshoe,
I have 6 courts. 6 courts, fully lit, play day or night.
Horseshoe, you can play the horseshoe anywhere as long as you got a park.
Did you complain on the air that you have no benefits? Because Ray's in the comment section saying, get the bookie some benefits.
He needs dental. And I need eyeglasses. And hearing aids.
Bookie, you're never getting paid. Ever. You're fired. You're going to Delaware. When you get back from Delaware, we'll talk about your benefits. Okay. How's that sound?
Hey, listen.
Deal.
Hey, Danny, I got a deal for you.
Yeah.
I got a deal for you, okay? We got a sponsor over there in New Jersey, right? He does physical therapy, something like that.
Oh, yeah. Homedale Physical Therapy.
There you go. Homedale Physical Therapy. So we have a physical therapist, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do we have a personal trainer for basketball for girls and boys?
We have
I think he taught a guy named RJ Barrett how to shoot.
Yeah, that would be Dougie Elwell.
Doug Elwell.
Yeah.
I got a job for him and a shout out for Abigail, my granddaughter. We got to get you some rehab for that shoulder. I got a personal trainer to bring you back, just like he did RJ Barrett.
We got to pull. The guy's trying to get you can't be pulling NBA insiders to work with your granddaughter. That's not how that works. Bookie, what do you got for me? If you say something stupid, I want to like Looney Tunes you out the window. I don't know if I have the strength to just straight airmail you out the window. Like,
put me in the
Charlie
trunk.
Murphy style.
Put me in the trunk.
I think we're done here. Bookie,
where's Commodore?
Bookie, I want to let you know, we've been hired for a couple of events. We're going to be broadcasting Staten Island Middle School Volleyball Championships.
Great.
Ray Palma is going to be joining that broadcast, right? It's in middle of March. I believe the games are going to be held at Port Richmond High School. Mm-hmm. So you're going to be working camera for that. How many volleyball games have you watched in your life?
Oh, I used to play volleyball. I was great when I was like 6th grade.
Oh, you used to play, but you know what? We're going to have a very special guest on in just a moment. Ray Palma, the man, the myth, the legend himself, is going to be joining us to talk about this upcoming broadcast. We're doing middle school volleyball. Ray, you ready to rock? Looks like he's ready to go. We're going to bring him in. This is Ray Palma. Ray, welcome to the broadcast, brother.
Great to be here, Danny, Chinese Bookie, Commodore. Good to see everybody. How's everybody feeling?
Everybody's doing good. I'm ready to bring the Commodore in. I'm not going to do it just yet because the man is like a tornado with no warning system. So we're going to allow you a moment here.
You should understand him. He lives in the tornado state.
Yeah, it's different down there. You can understand that. Ray, we're going to be broadcasting volleyball in a couple of weeks from Port Richmond High School, middle school championships. Bookie's working camera. He just confessed that he used to be quite the volleyball player when he was a child.
In 6th grade, as a matter of fact. Bookie, is there any video? Is there any footage available, possibly?
I buried that video long time ago.
It was so bad it had to be buried. Okay, interesting.
I will hire a team of exploratory archaeologists to dig the site, and we will find this tape because it's a time capsule at this point. Yes, it needs to be seen.
Dig up and find that because that footage is priceless.
That could be the thing that prevents us from ever working again. Just
so back to this in a couple of weeks the championship. Okay, so any idea who's playing who?
No idea. No,
I don't know. Now my goal between now and then is when nobody cares sports, we've always had a carefree attitude. We also always respect the sport we're covering. So
yes,
I'm gonna do my best to brush up on volleyball now. Let's not pretend to be an expert and just hopefully give the fans a respect to the great game of volleyball, but also a comedic and enjoyable performance. That I could not be more looking forward to volleyball than anything else.
I agree.
I think it's great that the network keeps growing. Hopefully, volleyball. There's fencing teams, there's golf teams, debate teams, spelling bees. There is a naked human chess. I've been hearing about this broadcast.
That's not real. I don't think it's real. I don't think we should make it real. But Commodore's in the background right now, like high five in the air. He's all fired up over it. It's like, I was like, come on, I need a sport that we can do this spring that, we make a household name. First words out of his mouth is naked human chess.
Hello, Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang, what's up, man? You got a fresh cake of Diet Coke there, huh? That's cool, man.
Wu-Tang and I share our love of Diet Coke. That's for sure. That is for sure.
Fantastic. Well, Ray, and then we have another broadcaster going to be joining me and Dougie like 3 days later with John Boyle at IS 34. We're doing the basketball middle school championships.
Oh, really? That's great news. I'm finding out live on the air. Typical Nobody Cares Sports fashion, which is the way I like to do things. So
yeah, I like to bring it all here live on the air. So you knew about the volleyball one. We're adding the basketball one. So middle school championships are represented in a couple weeks for volleyball and basketball. So Bookie's on
camera. I'll be going to 34. John Boyle is sponsor of Nobody Cares Sports. So anybody that looks out and sponsors us from the amazing dads, looking forward to doing that. And basketball, obviously the comfort zone. So, and those middle school championships are some fantastic high level basketball.
Yeah, we did one. We did one in St. Peter's, didn't we? With IS 61.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
It was a great game, if I remember correctly. Great finish too.
It was, yeah.
So it's the public school version of CYO, essentially. You get the CYO has their version. The public school version is the middle school championships, and it's a great.
You see some of the same players too, right? Because you could play public school and you could play CYO. So sure.
However, unlike CYO, you have to actually go to the school. If you have to be enrolled in the school.
I get it.
CYO, a lot of these CYO teams, none of the kids go to the schools that are on the team. They're all from other places. So that'll be the one major difference. But sure, there'll be a lot of crossover. I'm sure a lot of kids play both, and look forward to that level of competition. And as a high school coach, I look forward to seeing some of the kids will be coaching against, and hopefully coaching a few of them along the way.
Man, we're booked. We're super booked. And then, by the way, we were at St. Peter's over the weekend for the CYO semis, and I noticed they had a sign on the wall saying that they have their alumni game for basketball coming up at the end of the month. I think March 30th or something. So we usually broadcast that game with Local Live. Remember, that's where you named that man Muscles Marinara.
He named himself. He named himself there, Mr. Biggins, I believe. But yes, that was. Well, but there was no rosters and no numbers. So
no rosters, no numbers, and now we've come a long way.
I'm sure that Peters will reach out to us because I know they love when we come down there, and I'd love to go do that again. And that's what I hope people watching or listening. Listen, alumni games, golf tournaments, don't put us in a box. We have a Chinese bookie that can record anything, and we have a commentary team that can comment on anything. So if you put it in front of us, we're available. That's for sure.
We'll show up at the opening of a letter.
Absolutely. By the way, we all have to congratulate Ray Palma and his JB Central Cougars out of New Dorp. They made a hell of a lot of noise this year, making it all the way to the Final Four. 4 teams in New York City. And Ray Palma's New Dorp Central Cougars. That is no easy shit, man.
I can't believe I'm a Curtis guy rooting for New Dorp here. That's the crazy, man.
Well, we're Staten Island versus the world, right?
Danny, I appreciate the kind words. Commodore, I'm a Curtis guy myself, so it's for me, it's
hard, isn't it, Ray? It's hard, right?
But I gotta say, Danny, thanks for bringing it up. And today we lost to Eagle Academy of Brooklyn, who is, they're beating a lot of varsities here on Staten Island. They were just much bigger, much faster, much stronger. No shame tonight. And like you said, there's 4 teams left in all of New York City. New York was one of them. Very proud of my guys. A quick shout and love to Coach Elliott Wilson, Coach Monty Cumberbatch, and AB Derek Bailey. Thanks, boys. And to those kids, it was a fantastic run. I think we helped put Staten Island on the map as far as on the junior varsity level on the public school side. We had a fantastic year, and I don't want to make it about me or New York too much, but thanks for giving me this opportunity. And it's the most fun I've had coaching in a long time. 17 kids, you know, between players and managers, and they were there every day.
Danny, this guy can talk, boy. He is a heck of a color man. Where'd you get the beard there, Palmer? You're looking good, baby. I'm liking that.
You know, as I get older, the facial hair grows much quicker, and the hair turns much whiter along the way.
Yeah, it becomes problematic. You know what I'm saying?
I'm holding on for dear life. I think I still got the hair, but we're in the witching hours right now. Scary hours, Coach E would
as
say.
they say down here in the South, y'all looking good.
Yeah,
not as good as you, my friend. Not as good as you, Commodore.
You're licking good.
All right, so Bookie, I have told you several times. It is not licking good. Back to you guys before we end this shit show. The GoPro, just to bring it back. Who's wearing it, and what is the quickest way to put it to work?
Danny,
we need to get 2 of them, Danny. We need to get 2 of them.
I will pay to fly the Bookie round. I will personally pay for my own hard salary to fly the Bookie to Florida. You send him with both GoPros, and the Commodore takes the Bookie hunting. Please. And no, the whole deal.
You don't have to pay. I feel the world would pay for that in like 24 hours.
The Bookie
GoFundMe together.
But all access. The Bookie stays at the Commodore's house. They film everything. It's like real world Bookie Commodore stuff.
Like a reality show.
Right.
Send the film crew down. We can make it happen. Anything's possible.
I'll as long as I don't have to edit it. And sitting through the footage when he comes home would just be.
I will edit it. I don't know how to edit, but I will find someone.
I just need you to go gold, not gold, cutting room floor, you know, that kind of thing.
I can label minute markers, no problem. I have a lot. My season came to an end about 3 hours ago. I have no children of my own. So
hey Ray, I'm sure you watched a lot of film all season, so you could watch a little more.
I've watched tons of. I just said to myself, it's the first time I've got home, walked into my house, and not turned film on in weeks.
There you go. I know. You know, that's the thing a lot of people don't understand.
Hold on, Commodore. We understand. Back to you and the Bookie hunting. This has to happen. Hold on.
Okay, that's good.
So, what's your weapon?
Wait a minute. I'll be right back. I got something for the Bookie. Wait a second.
What's your weapon of choice?
He's going to get a crossbow. Come on, Book. Here we go.
Oh wait. Okay, go ahead, Ray.
Oh, I'm just rooting for what kind of weapon the Commodore is going to show up here with. I mean, anything's possible. He might have a cannon. He might have a grenade launcher.
It's Florida. I mean, he probably has a homemade cannon or a homemade grenade launcher. I'm not even sure. I mean, weapon of choice for me to you, Bookie. I'm going to put you like I need you in a long rifle. You know, something that you can't hurt yourself with. I guess that's pretty good, Commodore. Yeah, he just long gun.
It's a Red Ryder. Look, it's a Red Ryder. You'll shoot your eye out with that thing.
Is that a real deal?
Yeah.
It's a real Red Ryder. Listen, Danny, I like the idea. We bring him down here. I got antlers in the backyard. We put them antlers on his head. We send him out and shoot him with the Red Ryder.
Actually,
what's the worst that could happen?
Can't shoot the Bookie.
We don't want you to shoot him, you moron. We want you to take him out to shoot other things. And we don't want you to put antlers on him.
They won't put a fire. Listen to me.
Closer to jail.
They won't put a firearm in my hands. They're not going to put one in his.
Well, somebody's got to have a gun. It's
Let me tell you, everybody's got a gun in Florida. All you hear is bang, 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 bang. And I want to tell you something else. The other thing we heard last week, which was crazy, the Navy was doing bombing tactics up in Ocala. It sounded like Vietnam. Listen to this one. This is a true story. I'm sitting outside by the river fishing, and SpaceX 9 makes a re-entry through the atmosphere. There's a sonic boom that made fish jump out of the freaking water.
And if you had a GoPro on, this would all be documented.
Priceless.
Don't you understand?
Priceless.
The sonic booms, Bookie, antlers on his head. It's all waiting right now.
I signed up for it.
And this idiot is on board for it.
Coming soon to a theater. You'll shoot your eye out with that thing.
All right, Commodore. Say goodnight, Commodore.
Good night, Commodore.
Ray, you're off this weekend, or you're not working with us anyway. Get as far out of town as possible. Good luck. A great job on a great season. Nobody cares, and we'll be doing volleyball. So brush up on your volleyball.
I am studying volleyball daily. I will be as informed as I possibly can be. Bookie, good to see you, my friend. Guys, take care. Talk to you soon.
Be well.
Ciao.
Bookie, we're done here. You got anything else for the world?
No.
Okay. Thank God.
That's hell of a night for us.
Hell of a night. All the equipment still works. We're still in business.
Yes, we're still in business. But, anybody's out there, you got anything you want us to do it, just give us a call.
Great stuff, Bookie.
Horseshoes, what
Bocce,
else? Bocce,
pickleball. Even, I'll do some fun league softball, guys hungover, shaking it off in the box, 9 a.m. Millerfield kind of deal. Those are always fun to watch. Anyway, I feel like I'm taking crazy.
They're the same face! Doesn't anyone notice this? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills!
We'll be back next Tuesday night. Where are we broadcasting from, Bookie?
Jay's on the Bay.
You said it, mister. Our favorite location, one of them anyway. We're going to eat lots of good food, drink cold drinks. Until next time, support local sports and all that other stuff, because I'm telling you right now, absolutely nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.